It was certainly good to get back out there and start practicing and try to build some identity, for this team in terms of what they want to accomplish and what they want to do. And, my message to the players going out there was everybody needs to embrace the target. That means be the best player you can be the best version of yourself. The individuals on the team will make the team what it is. So that will make us be the best team we can be. I think as a team, you kind of play the games in the off season because that's where you develop the fundamentals of discipline and hard work and togetherness and leadership and a lot of things that contribute to how consistently you can play in the fall. It goes a long way to create the kind of identity that a team has in terms of standard of toughness and how physical and together we are, the kind of depth that we have, how people embrace new roles on the team. So, I try to emphasize to the players that I know you all want a depth chart, but the depth chart is an organizational instrument, right now used so that we can organize practice. And, the players are in competition with themselves to be the best player they can be, play with the best intensity, the best knowledge of their position so they can execute and do their job and gain the trust and respect of their teammates. I think that's what every player should aspire to really try to do. So we had a good first practice. We got a long way to go, especially in some positions where we're a little thin, where we lost a lot of players, and I think where those players are, where those positions are. So we're going to keep working to try to develop that depth, and we got 4 or 5 guys that are sort of out for the spring, and then we only had 5 mid-year guys, so we probably have a few less numbers than what we've had in the past in the spring. But that will give us plenty of opportunity to work with the players that we have, and obviously I think we're going to need some contributions from some of the players that we recruited, especially in some positions where we're a little thin. So we do have some injured guys that probably are going to. Anthony Jennings will probably hold out for the spring. His rehab is going extremely well, but we're taking it easy with this injury. This is not something that I think you want to really mess around with too much, and he'll probably be full strength by the beginning of the summer. Josh Jacobs had ankle surgery, something that he played through with the season. He may be able to come back at some point in the spring and do some drills. To what degree, I don't know. It depends on how he progresses. Matt Womack had a foot, same thing that 3 other guys had last year, sort of a Jones fracture type of thing, and it got repaired. It was bothering him all during the off season. He actually injured it further walking up or down the steps over spring break, so he's going to be out. Keaton Anderson had his shoulder. He'll be out for the spring. Kendall Randolph got an Achilles and off-season program, so he'll be out for the spring. Tua, hurt his thumb today in practice. Taking him to Birmingham to get that evaluated, but probably going to require some time for him to get back. And I don't want to speculate on what the injury might be. But most of the time when these type of things happen, it takes a little while for him to come back. So all these guys that we're talking about, some will be back by the end of the spring, but everybody will be back by the fall. So we're excited about the young guys that we have that we're working with, and got some good players out there, and the attitude has been good in the off season, and still searching for leadership and what this team and these players are going to tolerate from each other in terms of how good they want to be. So that's going to take time to develop and see how it transpires.